So this is a Naples property that is a complete tear down. This is not one that our company's actually going to do the tear down. We worked out a deal on the flooring and the kitchens and the hurricane windows. We're going to go into this concrete house and we're going to make a little opening all the way around them so we can get these long hurricane screws out. I have a crew that's just dedicated to doing nothing but taking this kind of stuff out. The vanities, the kitchen, the appliances, and then in this bathroom, all we're going to take is this vanity here. We've been Reuseitpros since 2014. So there's a lot of things that we've learned just don't sell and don't make us any money. These are supports for the hurricane door. They're broken, so that's something we don't want to mess with. There's no sense in taking the time to take it out because it won't sell. So you turn around, you look at something like this or this built-in. They're really cool, and if you don't have one in your garage, you'd like to have one, but I can't sell them. They just don't sell. These things, you know, you can't get $20 out of them. So the cabinets that are in here are too old to do anything with. A lot of times we'll take out these, but this one's been repaired several times over the years, so we're not going to take out the attic access. If it was newer, we would. Garage door openers, you know, they're cheap now. They're only a couple $100. It's just not worth messing with. I have a hard time selling them as well. These cabinets in here, if you look at them, they're kind of rough. They were probably the original cabinets that came with this house. You see how they kind of chopped this up over here? It's not something we want to mess with. They are cabinets, but at best they're worth 10 bucks, 20 bucks a cabinet. It's not worth the labor to take them down. So guys, how would you price this set?
All right.
Okay.
Well, right off the bat, I mean, the first thing everybody does, right, is they open the doors, right? They look at it and you can tell it's a dovetail. It's dovetail, so it's good wood, right? So you know it's a quality set of cabinets, right? After you determine that, even though these look two-toned, we then assess that it's in the kitchen there when it was still installed. We know that it was two-toned and it was put like that in there. So now we know so the dimensions go together. Then this one is actually a rarity because rarely do they come with tops.
Yeah.
So that gave it more value because sometimes people do find the value in that. We see that it came with a sink base. It's all real plywood. And so it gives it even more value. So we try to,
pieces.
yeah,
So
and
it's a high quality set.
It's a high quality set.
Versus something that was
Right.
wood.
Exactly.
Right.
And then we then establish, after we make sure we count the pieces and make sure that all makes sense, right? And we have the pictures of how it was installed. Then we start, after we assess that it's good wood and everything else, we make a deduction of, normally our philosophy here is like what it's, we usually sell it at a third or something like that. The value on this brand new, but we sell it, we came up with $1849 because we counted the number of cabinets. And then we said, well, if based on that, what's some fair market value for
So
it?
how many cabinets are there?
There's a total, you got a little
15, I believe.
There's 12.
Oh, 12.
Right.
So you round it up because it was a solid wood set.
Solid wood set, dovetail, that makes a big difference. There's no particle board in any of this. So if it had a little bit of particle board, then we would say, okay, maybe it's not as good quality. But this is pure
So Angie,
quality.
what do you think about this being two different colors?
Not a fan,
Not a fan. Makes it harder to sell them, right?
Correct.
I
And
think.
these actually, do these
But with the
look,
tops,
do they look like they've been painted, or they made a double set?
That's the way they wanted it. It looks like
They
that's
want
what,
it-
yeah.
They want it that way. Okay. So our determination on this kitchen cabinet set that came out of the house that we're doing. By the way, I looked it up. It's a $2.5 million house that they're going to tear down. We think we're going to start at 1849.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's go price those gigantic windows. Same $2.5 million house in Naples. This came out. They put the appliances in just to sell the house. It was a flooded house, and they put these. It flooded by Ian, and they put these in. So what do you
Well,
think
go ahead.
this is new? Angie,
$800, $900.
$900.
Right, I agree.
So typically, kind of our rule of thumb is if it's
a third.
a third, except for if it's new.
Right, exactly.
Except for if it's new, and then we
And then we
will
at
look up we'll find out how old it is.
Yep.
If it
Do
is
our
brand
research.
new.
Yeah.
So what should this be priced at if it was $849?
$400.
Right. Right. But wait a second. When we spoke yesterday, you looked at it and you said, this has been used. And that's why I went,
Well, it has been used
Right.
once or twice,
right.
but still,
That's the only reason why I went down on the price.
I know. So go back up.
Okay, go good.
There we
Okay.
go. Let's go to the next one.
Do we know how old it is?
She got 2022.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
was not aware of that. Should be way up.
2023 hot water heater, same thing. They just installed it just to sell the house. The people who are buying the house are going to tear it down. So we ended up with a brand new hot water heater, probably been used 20 times maybe. So what are you thinking the hot water heaters going on?
I don't know, brand new.
About $700.
I think they're $500 or $600.
Brand new.
Yeah, brand new. So I said we should probably put, how about $299 on that? That's what we
$299?
talked about yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. These are nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really nice.
This is good. So
Let her take it.
Sure, you got it.
So what are you thinking, Andrew?
Oops.
You want to take all the blue tape off?
well, I
of it?
gotta see how it opens. I want to see.
So the blue tape is to keep the doors from coming open and hyperextending themselves and break them. So these,
It's not soft. Well, yes, it is.
Yeah, there.
they're soft close, so a little bit higher. It is manufactured wood. The faces are wood, and that's a Corian top, and it's all together, so you can just put it right in. So what are you thinking?
$399.
What are you thinking?
Maybe $449.
$449 it is.
Okay. This is the same house. It's a $2.5 million teardown house in Naples, and these were the patio doors. That was the 3 set you'll see in the video, and this is the other 2 set. So what do you think we should ask for the set of 3?
Okay, so these are, but just to be clear, these are the two. We only
This
have
is
two.
the 2, that
Right.
one over there is the 3.
For the set of 3.
The 2.
For the 2, I mean, brand new, I think, well, they would be like a few $1,000s. But I mean, with these, I'd say about 800.
Okay, what do you think?
I'm thinking 1999.
Yeah, I am too. So these hurricane windows, the size would be in the $5,000 range or more.
Okay, so I didn't know they were hurricane. That's what it was.
Hurricane rated.
Okay.
Okay, now what about this set of 3?
Then if that's the case and they're hurricane rated, I'd say these would go for about 2,500.
What do you think of 3,500?
I would. Well, that one. What did I say? 1999
Right.
on that one. I would $39.99.
$399.
So $4,000. Yep. And then, so we figure roughly usable, including the fact that a lot of it's been cut to fit certain rooms. We're thinking we got about 1,100 square
Yep.
foot that we can sell. So we're going to say at 1,100 square foot. Normally something like this would be in the $7 range to have it installed. $7 to $10 range or $11 range
Yep.
in Naples. So what were we thinking we're going to put on that?
Well, if that's the case, about $3 per square foot.
What are you thinking about that? It's probably not very old. Probably put down after the hurricane hit. Because they got the house cleaning up just to resell.
$2,999 for the whole bunch.
Let me see. You said we had 1,100 square feet?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd put at least $2,999 on it.
Okay, $29.99. We visited this flooring yesterday,
Right.
and we put it online, and we have an interested party. We were going to ask $3 a square foot. We found out that it's actually costs less per square foot new. So he's got a sale at $2 a square foot. So a total of how much money?
It'll be about $2,200.
$2,200. This came from Regatta.
Right.
So it came from the $2.5 million house that's being a tear down. The microwave, it's brand new basically. So the pricing on new stuff is typically 50% of what it would be at the store for us. Sometimes a little bit more depending on what it is. So what are you thinking that's worth?
And you?
It should be $150, $180.
Brand new?
Brand new, they're $300.
Okay.
Okay, brand new, so about $300. So we're gonna put $189 on it.
Okay.
So back this, we got this window here. We're gonna ask $399 aside for that. We'll ask, whatever that is combined.
800.
So this here we'll ask $499 for that. Actually $399. I thought it was.
There's two of them.
Okay, and we'll have two of these.
What do you want on that?
$399 each.
$299 each. And then these are the sliders that came from that same tear down house, and we'll ask $199 or $19.99 for those. Okay, so all hurricane windows, all from one house, and that's it. That should pretty much conclude this particular salvage on this house.